Hello guys, welcome to Math Vantage. So in this lesson we are going to continue doing set and notation. If you didn't see the first video whereby we introduced the set, check it in the description below. So now let's do the notation. So there are things that you have to remember, the symbols that you need to remember or you have to know them. The first one is like E, which it means is an element of, and the second one we can see that E was cancelled, which represent is not an element of. We have the third one, which is a subset of. Up to is a superset of, which is the last one. So you have to be familiar with those symbols. So now let's go to the questions and see how can we use those symbols. So the first question, it says rewrite the following statements using the set notation. So whenever they ask you to write the following statement using the set notation, they want you to use these symbols, right? So, okay, let's do the solutions. For letter A, we have A is an element of set A. So how can we write it using the set notation? Remember that an element, they're saying set A is an element of set A, right? An element. So we remember, if you can check the first symbol, it says that this is an element of. So meaning we're gonna have that small letter A, therefore is an element of. Therefore it means we're gonna use that symbol of. It's like E and then offset A, which is the capital letter A. Therefore, that's it with the first question. That's how we answer it. The second one, it says um, the set B is not an element of set A, right? Meaning set B is not an element of set A. So you check not an element of. So here it is, not an element of. You see the second symbol. So meaning we're gonna have B not an element of, therefore we cancel that E, therefore of what? Of A. That's how we write it. Therefore we go to C now. C, it says the set R is a superset of set S, right? Therefore set R is a superset of set S. Where is the symbol of superset? Here is the last symbol here. Is a superset of, and here it's a superset of. So meaning we're gonna have R, but you need to be careful now because it's R is a superset of set S. Therefore our symbol's gonna go this side. Then we have S. Therefore that's how we write it. That's how we write it. Therefore D, C does not include D. So whenever they say C does not include D, what do they mean actually? They say like the set C does not include the set D. So it's gonna be C for this symbol, the superset, then D. Remember, if you know the definition of a superset, you'll understand why we used does not include D and then we used this symbol of a superset, right? So meaning C does not include D. That's how you write it. The last one, which is E, they're saying the set E is a member of set E, right? So remember, whenever we talked about the member, I said they can a set can either be called the members or the elements. So meaning we're gonna have E, therefore element of E. That's how we're gonna write it. Remember, I said it can either be called a member or what? Element. So whenever they say it's an element of or it's a member of, just know that it's a one thing. So don't get confused. So that's how we deal with this type of questions. Whenever they say rewrite the following statements using set notation, you have to be familiar with those symbols. So that's it for the today's lesson. If you find this video useful, kindly like and subscribe. And if you have a question, kindly you can leave a comment behind. I'll see it. Thank you.